Well, we got three symptoms here. The first one is appendicitis, the second is phlebitis, and lastly, bronchiolitis.
That's a lot of different symptoms you've got there, Hawks.
Yes, it is Leslie, but what do we think is going on with our patient?
Well, based on the symptoms, I'd say it's more likely to be phlebitis. The inflammation in the veins could easily be mistaken for appendicitis or bronchiolitis.
Hold up, guys. You're all wrong. It ain't any of those three. It's potassium-aggravated myotonia.
What? How can that be when we have these symptoms right here in front of us?
I agree with Leslie. The symptoms do not match your diagnosis.
I think we all need to step back and reassess our theories. There has to be a plausible explanation for this set of symptoms.
Listen up. I don't care if you think it's phlebitis or whatever. The patient must undergo synovectomy immediately. It might be risky, but I believe it's the right treatment.
What makes you think it's the right one?
I just got a funny feeling about it. Most of you don't have a conscience, but I still do.
Is your conscience the toaster you dance around with when you have a few too many pills?
No, shut up.
Hawks, I called you into my office because your patient has been diagnosed with potassium-aggravated myotonia, and you want to perform a synovectomy on them?
And what's the problem with that?
The problem is that you have a track record of being wrong when it comes to these kinds of decisions. You've been doing this for years, Hawks. Don't you think maybe it's time we let someone else make these calls?
Okay, you call it then.
Give me 5 minutes.
The patient doesn't have 5 minutes. They're already in the recovery room, and I bet they're doing great.
Shit. The patient has deteriorated significantly since the synovectomy.
Yeah, Hawk screwed up again. What a surprise.
Well, I've been looking into some alternative treatments for potassium-aggravated myotonia that aren't as conventional as synovectomy. One thing that caught my attention was a new experimental drug being tested in labs.
Has it shown any efficacy?
It has for glioblastoma.
I've never seen you and Frank in the same room, but I'm about convinced you're the same person because that's a stupid idea he would have come up with.
Any stupider than what Hawk suggested.
Well, I guess not.
You idiots! How could you not catch that? You nearly killed her!
Well, we didn't think it was. Shit. Our apologies.
We'll get better at this. We promise.
What do you think the diagnosis is then?
Potassium-aggravated myotonia. Really? How could I be so blind?
I assumed you were still feeling the effects of the tight blindfold Tracy put on you last night. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Whatever the hell you just said, I never want to hear that again.
I never had you pegged as the sensitive type.
Never thought I would say this, but shut the fuck up, Hannah. You've been here only a couple of weeks and already you think you're funny.
Randall, if I wanted you to butt in, I would have invited you last night. Read the room and clean that brown nose of yours. I've got lunch to eat. Well. It seems I have finally figured out exactly what's going on with my patient.
Wow, really? That's quite a breakthrough. I didn't think you'd manage to figure it out so soon.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it was not easy. But once you've been through as much medical school as I have, trust me, you develop a keen sense for diagnosis.
I see that, Hawks. You're one of the best we have here, but your obsession with solving every case under the sun can be quite tiring sometimes.
So it's not just me who feels like I'm living in my own little world then.
Well, maybe not entirely, but you do have a certain charm about you, Hawks. Your passion for medicine is something to be admired and envied, really.
Are you coming on to me?
No, I didn't mean it in that way.
Wait, did Hannah pay you to say all that?
No comment.
Hawks, you can't just walk in here like that. We have procedures to follow.
This is not the place for your personal theories. You need to respect the protocols we've established here.
I agree with my colleagues. This is a serious breach of safety protocol. You could be exposing us all to danger.
I understand your concerns, but my diagnosis matters more than any procedure or protocol. The patient's life is at stake, and I have found the cause of their illness.
You may think you've solved it, Hawks, but we need to do this by the book.
And what about your lunch with Dr. Johnson? How does that relate to our current case?
I'm curious too, Hawks. What did Dr. Johnson say during your conversation that changed everything for you?
Oh, what did Dr. Johnson say? You would really like to know that, wouldn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dr. Johnson had discovered the link between familial Danish dementia and potassium-aggravated myotonia.
With this new information, I was able to correctly diagnose our patient.
That's quite a breakthrough, Hawks. But we need to ensure the diagnosis is accurate before we proceed.
We need to ensure people stop paying other people to say things to get some sort of reaction.
Don't the patients pay us to tell them we're doing everything we can to help them when we have someone like you dictating their case?
What is with your determination in getting under my skin?
It isn't me who's doing that. I saw John and Johnson chatting up before you showed up at lunch.
I'll deal with John later, but you've freely been pissing me off lately.
You wanted chaos back in this department, and you got it. Now deal with it. We've got a patient to work on.
Hawks stumbles into Tracy's office with a condescending smile. Well, guess I should have gone with my first instinct.
And you thought it was familial Danish dementia. What a mistake.
Don't rub salt in the wound. You should have seen their faces when they found out.
I'm sure, but we've all made mistakes, haven't we?
You mean like those idiots diagnosing people with potassium-aggravated myotonia?
Did you look in the mirror when you declared the idiots in the room?
Whatever. I've got to figure out what Hannah's endgame with me is.
The new doctor. She was your choice. You overrode everyone I suggested because they were boring.
No, that chaplain had something to do with it, didn't he?
How would John have anything to do with this?
I'm still figuring that out. I gotta go.